I'm always a firm believer that if you want to get the best at the top, you must invest in the base. The base is where you get everything right. We are talking about investing in the future for tomorrow. And talking about the future, we are talking about the Kenya Secondary School ball games. This is where the current generation will prove to us that the future is bright. In the yesteryears, the Kenya Secondary School produced some of the best footballers in the country, if I may use football as an example. I remember watching the Kenya Secondary School ball games finals, the likes of McDonald Mariga, Dennis Oliech, the likes of Victor Mugubi Wanyama came from the Kenya Secondary School ball games. Here we are, and we are talking about the 2025 Kenya Secondary School ball games. Remember, all the regionals are done, and come the 28th of this month, we will be focusing in Kakamega, where the nationals will be held. Nairobi region, done, dusted, and we are privileged and honored to have with us some of the best, the cream de la cream of Nairobi, who will be representing Nairobi in the national games that will be happening in Kakamega. Table tennis, volleyball, all represented in the first segment of this program this afternoon. Let me take the opportunity to introduce the youngsters who are giving us hope that the future is bright. In some sectors, they say, Mbele iko sawa. We have youngsters in studio. Some have been here before by virtue that they are champions, and they've come back to just reaffirm their status in their different sporting disciplines that they do take part in. I'll start with my farthest left. We have with us Ida Amela, Assistant Captain, Soweto Academy Volleyball. Ida, 9 years Soweto has been in the national ball games. The best they've come is the second position. We'll find out if they will go all the way. Ida, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Karibu sana.
Asante.
Next to Ida, we have Calvin Chepto, captain of volleyball team Soweto Academy, also here with us. So looking forward to the national ball games and so focused on getting something that they've not achieved and hoping that they can go all the way. Calvin Chepto, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Karibu sana.
Asante.
Let's cross over to my immediate right. We are joined by Kushi Pavesha Malde, who's been here before. She is the defending champion when it comes to matters table tennis national ball games. She was the best last year. She's already started her dominance, the best in the sub-county games, the best in the Nairobi region games, and here she is focused for the nationals. The question is, will she go all the way and defend her title? Kushi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Nice having you here once again.
Thank you for having me.
Karibu sana. Last but not least, we have Mr. Wycliffe Wafula, who is the coach Soweto Academy, with us in studio, very focused, and he believes that they've gone some years, 9 years to be precise, to the nationals. They've come second, and he believes that this could be that year that they go all the way and clinch the title. Remember, you have Kwandanze, you have Kesogon, but he says those are just but names. Action will be in the court. Wycliffe, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Karibu sana.
Karibu, nashukuru.
Asante sana. Let's start it off by just welcoming all of you to the studio and just looking at the best. And remember, when they come here, they come with all the trophies to showcase the best that they've been, giving out. We have with us Nairobi Secondary School Sports Championships 2025 table tennis girls, and there you go, beautiful trophy awarded to Kushi Bavesh, who is the defending champions from a national point of view. Kushi, are we going all the way to defend our title?
That's the plan. So I'm going to be training hard, of course. It starts on 28th, which is 8 days away from today. Of course, right now I go back to training hard, and yeah, hopefully I maintain my defending. Hopefully I come first again.
They always say coming number one is the easiest. Defending that is not easy because everyone is throwing all her arsenal and mercenary towards you. But if you're prepared mentally, physically, psychologically on the day, you can defend. Wishing you all the best. And we'll be talking about your preparations shortly. Let's cross over to my immediate left, where we have Calvin Chepto, captain volleyball, not Kwandanze, but Soweto Academy. Calvin,
Yes.
Once again, congratulations for being crowned the Nairobi champs. How easy was it clearing sub-county, clearing the Nairobi region? How easy was it?
it was not easy, but to that extent, to a regionals level, we make our best. We tried. We remember what coaches had been telling us all through, so we keep on going. It was nice.
I mean, victory is always sweet and nice, Ida. You know, as the assistant captain, remember both of you are the captains of the ship. If it sinks with you. But as the assistant captain, what position do you play in the volleyball team?
I played center player. I'm a center player.
You're a center player.
Yeah.
Ida, I've never known why. I've tried my luck in volleyball, but anytime I try receiving, the ball will always never go to the setter. The ball will always go either directions. What is it that I'm not getting right?
It's because you have not balanced your hand. You need to balance your hand so that it can go straight to the setter. Yeah.
I always thought I do everything right. There are cases I'm told, hold your hands. There are cases I'm told, do this way. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I will try my best, and hopefully I'll make it to Kakamega and cheer, you, and may the best teams carry the day.
Yeah.
At this point, I don't want to say I'll be supporting Nairobi alone, but it's Kenya in general. But I wish all of them the best. Let's cross over and talk to Mr. Wafula. As the coach of the Soweto Academy, how has it been for you winning the Nairobi Regionals, and what are you looking forward to in the Nationals?
Okay. First of all, I can say that I want to sincerely thank God for enabling me to be the champion for Nairobi for all those years. And actually what I can say and tell my fans is that winning does not come the way it is. You have to work out for it. You have to struggle. I remember before I began coaching or teaching in Soweto Academy, there was a lot of challenges which I met before. To come up with a team, you had to put so many structures in place, make sure that we have enough players, training programs we have to lay down, and so many other things. So winning for those 9 years as a Nairobi champion, it has costed me a lot because I had to engage myself and have that focus to reach where I am.
Focus and discipline is key for you to get the best at the top, and it starts at a very early age. Like Coach Wycliffe Wafula says, 9 years coming at the top, a lot was structures put in. Let's cross over to you, Kushi, and just ask, from a training point of view, how do you balance, your table tennis and also go back and still make sure that academics are not left behind? Because being a student at Oshul Academy, already in the under-19 category, you must be having a very good balancing act of both your talent and studies. How do you balance the two?
So actually, I also dance. I dance in Kamini School of Dancing. Yeah, so those are the three main things that are going on right now: studies, table tennis, and dancing. She's actually completing 50 years of dancing this year. So basically, when tournaments are coming up, I go sometimes training with my dad early in the morning before school begins. I would train from like 6 to 7:30, and then schooling hours after school. Sometimes I go for training, sometimes I go for dance classes. And I would just study late at night and just balance both of them, so that it's all good, like all of it happens. Yeah, well.
It's an interesting, balancing act. And when you mention dancing, and there must be a very good support that comes from family, because second time meeting you here in studio, and dad, mom will always be there to support you. How is it like getting that moral support from family?
It feels really good. It motivates me. It boosts my confidence. I know that I have people like that are going to support me. Whether I win or lose, they'll always be there for me. And it just feels really good to have them by my side. And also playing table tennis and dancing, it's like a therapy. Like when I'm tired of studies, I would when I have exams sometimes, and I'm like, I don't want to study anymore, I would go play with my dad table tennis to remove all the stress and then go back to studying. It also actually helps me to study better. Yeah.
Kushi, let's assume they're not here. Are there moments when they say, come on, forget about this table tennis thing?
No. Actually, because of my dad, I've gotten into table tennis. Before, when he used to play and he used to win all those trophies and medals, that's what like motivated me to start playing. And now I play for the Kenyan team. I'm actually the youngest player in the ladies team from last year. The trials from 2024, I've joined the ladies team, the youngest player, as the youngest player.
Congratulations. Sky is not the limit, but the stepping stone to greater heights. The future is bright. Calvin, from a Soweto point of view, volleyball seems to be a very, very focused sport because courtesy of volleyball, Soweto has come in the limelight in the country. Anytime you're talking about matters school volleyball in the country at the moment, you must mention Kwandanze, you will mention Soweto in Nairobi, you will mention Kesogon, which means that you guys focus on volleyball. How is the training like? Just like asked Kushi, how is it like for you to balance education and still go into volleyball? Because now it is no longer, extracurricular. It is now co-curricular, which means it has to be focused on. How is it like balancing the two from a school point of view?
Okay, thank you once again. To balance both academics and sports, first of all, in the morning, we used to go for the morning runs from 5 to 6. So from 6, I go take a shower, then I prepare to class. From that, around 7 to 4 in the evening. So from 4 to 5, around there, we used to practice. We make our best so that in the national level, we produce the best. Yes, that is.
And as you produce the best, it comes with some pressure, Ida. Is there pressure on you, your current, team, that for 9 years you've tried but you've never lifted the title? The best you've done is come in the second position. Does that put you under pressure that we need to go out and make sure we deliver? Or you just say, guys, let's have fun and just do our best in the court?
No, but thank you once again. I want to say that it's not, we can't relax because we need to deliver what we have been taught with our coaches. For us to deliver for what we have been training for, that is the pressure that we can put in front of those teams that we have in front of us. So we have to deliver those tactics and those tactics that we have been taught by our coaches so as to go on.
And as you do that, still with you, Calvin, if I may cross over to you, you have some big names out there. And Soweto is also a big name because where they are, they're also mentioning Soweto.
Yeah.
Do you have insights? Do you have a clue of how those teams are? Or that is the responsibility of the coach to do their homework about the teams?
No, again, that is our responsibility because as we train, we need to know how they train also. So for us to train, as we target the nationals, so our training must be, we can balance how we train and those other teams, how they train. So we keep on watching how they train so that we can put more effort on our training.
Wow. Coach, I know, you must be having scouts or you must be having 1 or 2 people who are giving you insights of what's happening in the other camps. If they have a strong left attacker, they have a strong right attacker, their reception is good, their booster is, exceptional, or if their, libero is on top of her game. Are you getting insights of what's happening in the other camps?
Okay, sincerely speaking, I can say that this is a sport, and we people, we are friends because we've been outside the country for so many years together. And we work together. Sometimes there are some things that we share, although you cannot share everything with your opponent. When you are meeting your opponent, you have to make sure that you have a weapon that your opponent does not know how it operates. Now, for that case, teams like Kesogon, let me begin the Kesogon, because Kesogon have been there during the month of April this year. They had a tournament, and lucky enough, they invited us there. We went there, we played with them, so we saw how they are doing it. We practiced together with them. We saw how they are doing the opposite training, outside training, setting, libero, and even all other things. So I can say that we have a clue on how they are doing it, and I believe they also do have the clue on our side. Coming back to Kwanzanze, they are equally good because, you know, Kwanzanze is one of the best teams that we have had so far in Kenya, because it is a team that used to scare me sometimes back. But now, there are so many leaves that we borrowed from them, because we are friends, as I said before, and we've been working together. We communicate. Even up to yesterday, I was talking with the coach of Kwanzanze, but he cannot give you exactly what is there, but we are friends. So what I can say is that we are not green. We are in green light with them. We are not all that way in darkness. We have some lights on how they do their things. And what I know, when the time comes for the nations, we are going to have a good match, because we are not far from them. The skills they have, we have them also. The way they train, we do the same. So what I can say, and I promise my fans or our fans, let the day come and we are going to have a good match.
A good match indeed, and hopefully we'll be there to also just see what's going on from that point of view. There'll be a lot of attention, not just attention, but also different clubs normally send their coaches and their scouts. So it's an opportunity to, just never know where one can end. Kushi, what are your objectives or your targets as you go into the national games? Of course, defending your title is top most, but do you have any other objectives that you want to achieve in the nationals?
Of course, as you said, the main target is to maintain my title, which is become first again. But of course, in the process, to learn new things. And I know, like, the training level, the level has gone high for everyone, because this year it was actually quite hard. So of course, to maintain, and as well as maintaining, to learn new things.
And as you learn new things, I've never known how you manage to play that ball. I've tried different angles, but I can't. I try, it doesn't go over the net. I don't know, is it that I'm using too much power? Because at times I see the action is so fast. How do you just get it done? Do you practice alone? Because it's a sport that ideally you'd need somebody on the other side.
Yeah.
Are there moments when you try practicing alone against the wall or something?
I've not tried actually practicing alone. Usually for trainings, when I go on Saturday, Sunday with the national coach, Coach Fad, so we are a lot of people, so it's obviously someone. Or else I'm always training with my dad. So when you're training, you just need to know the perfect, like, when to hit, when to smash, when to loop, or what to do when to chop. Yeah.
Wow, interesting things. Some stuff I'd never even heard of, but courtesy of you today, I've learned there are moments when you smash I know, because you really hit it.
When it's a high ball.
Exactly. Then you loop. The other terminologies you know better. Maybe one day we will get to that. Calvin, let me come over to you from a Soweto point of view. What are your objectives as you go into the nationals? 9 years down the line, the best you've achieved is number 2. Are you looking at probably going a step higher and lift the title this time?
Yeah, of course. First, last year we were number 3. We became position 3, but this year we have tried our best so that we can achieve the national trophy and also to become position 1 at the national level and also at the East African level. So we are training more hard. We are also, we have a target, that is the national trophy and also the position 1 at the nationals.
Wow. Position 1 is the main objective, but there's always that new twist to it, Ida, that at the national levels normally attracts very, very many scouts from different clubs in the country. I've had a discussion with Kenya Commercial Bank Technical Director Paul Bitok, David Lungaho from Prisons, Pipeline. You're talking about some interesting big names, sending scouts to the schools. Is this that moment that could be the silver lining in terms of polishing your career from a volleyball point of view?
Yeah, because ni kujituma. Kwa sababu ukikaa kama ufanyi zoezi, hapo inamaanisha utaonekana, but in case umetoka ukaenda huko le juu, ama uanze kuonyesha kitu yenye ulikuwa unafanya, hapo ndo wataona huyu kuna venye yako, so wanaanza kufuatilia pole pole. Yeah.
Coach, you have the girls, you have everything that it takes. You are going in for the nationals. What's the training schedule like now? I know saizi mnawachunga kabisa. You must be, ensuring that anything they want, they get in school. Not anything, everything, but there is that special attention to them in terms of training, in terms of just making sure that they are psychologically settled. How is the plan in terms of their preparedness between now and getting to Kakamega on the 28th of July?
It is true. Na kwa sasa hivi mpangilio ambao tuko nao kwa ajili ya mashindano ambayo yanakuja kitaifa, laiti mmoja angetembelea shule yetu ungepata kwamba mambo ni tofauti kidogo na hali ya kawaida, kwa sababu utapata wachezaji vile wanatunzwa ni tofauti na vile walikuwa kitunzwa mwanzo. Utapata mara nyingi wakifanya zoezi tunafanya na wakati, hatufanyi tu kwa sababu ya kufanya, na tunafanya na malengo. Utapata kwamba tunaanza na sehemu moja kwa muda fulani, tukishamaliza tunaenda sehemu nyingine kwa muda fulani, alafu kuna muda wa mapumziko. Huo muda wa mapumziko hatukai bure. Tukiwa kwenye mapumziko kuna jambo tunazungumzia ambalo huenda halikuenda vizuri wakati wa mapumziko, ama jambo ambalo halikufanyika vizuri wakati tumekuwa kwa mechi ambazo zimepita awali. Tukiwa sehemu hiyo utapata kwamba maandalizi yetu saizi yanaangaziwa na wengi. Utapata hata mkurugenzi mkuu wa shule mwenyewe mara kwa mara anakuja keti aangalie ni nini kinajiri, watoto wako hasia yao iko namna gani, hali yao iko vipi, wanakula namna gani. Utapata kwamba tumepewa kipaumbele saizi sana kwa sababu ya maandalizi ya kitaifa, na hiyo ndio inanitia moyo na hari kuhakikisha kwamba hawa vipusa wanafanya vizuri, wafikie malengo yao pale juu. Wakifika pale waonekane, kwa sababu tunajaribu kuimarisha sehemu zao na maisha yao ya baadaye.
Kweli wasemavu wahenga, mwenda tezi na omo, marejeo ngamani.
Bila shaka
tunawatakia kila laheri.
Tashukuru.
Mfika hapo kule Kakamega, lakini mtakuta kwamba kuna wengine nao pia wanaongojea. Najua mkiwapa mtasema chochote kuhusiana na Soweto, kwa vile Waswahili pia wanasema mwamba ngoma
uvuta kwake
uvutie upande wake.
Bila shaka
tunatakia kila laheri. Lakini
asante.
Kushi, you are the national champions. You are in the national under-19, the youngest player in the national team, which means a lot of focus on you. As you go into the nationals, are there one or two players that you would want to meet, or are there schools that would be sending some of the best, and the level of table tennis is going to be at another level?
So I think Kitale team, I've heard they have more players this time than they usually have, and I think Kitale usually gives us the toughest time. Nairobi, it's usually first and second is normally between Nairobi and Kitale, but you never know. This time there'll also be people from other counties that would give us competition. Yeah, but not that I know of any.
Are you going alone, or you have other team members from Nairobi?
I'll be going with my school. Top 6 qualify, so yeah, we're going with the school, and we're actually, we're 4 people from table tennis from my school.
Wishing you all the best as well as you go to meet the best from a table tennis point of view from the different regions across. Calvin, to your fans, because I know schools will be closing then, and there'll be huge numbers in Kakamega in terms of cheering. What would you tell them?
Okay, to my fans, what I will tell them is that watulie, wasikuwe na haraka. So sisi tumejipanga na tunaendelea kujipanga as we are preparing for the nationals. So hatutawaangusha, kitu yenye iko hatutawaangusha. Yeah. Wakuje kwa wingi.
Mtaanguka nayo?
Vibaya.
Aida, to your fans?
I'll just tell them to just relax and wait for the results. Yeah, because this year we have come kwa ubaya, tumekuja kwa ubaya. So watulie wangoje matokeo.
Watulie wangoje matokeo.
Yeah.
Coach,
Yes.
naona wachezaji tayari imani ipo.
Imani lazima iwe kwa sababu mwanzo mimi mwenyewe na imani na mimi huwa napenda kuzungumza namna hii na nitasema nikirudia. Ni mchezo ndio, kushindwa kupo. Kushinda kupo. Utakuwa mshindi au uwe mshinde, lakini la muhimu ni lazima ujiamini. Kwa sababu baada ya kila kitu mtasalimiana mikono na mambo yanaisha. Kwa hivyo mimi wanaambia wachezaji wangu kila wakati mjipe moyo, mjitie moyo, mjue nyinyi ni washindi. Nawaambia wao washindi kila wakati. Hata tukikutana na wale magwiji basi tunapambana. Atakayeibuka mshindi tunampa mkono. Kwa hivyo mimi huwa sina wasiwasi.
Asiyekubali kushindwa
Sio mshindani bila shaka.
Kwa hivyo baada ya michuano lazima
mkono lazima tushike mkono.
Tuseme tu leo umewahi, lakini kesho inshallah Mungu akipenda
tutapita nayo. Ni ukweli.
Kila laheri.
Asante sana.
Kushi, your final word. I know there'll be pressure. Will Dad be putting you under pressure?
No. 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 He does not put me under pressure. Actually, he motivates me. Yeah, when I'm playing and I see him, like, it would help me actually. He doesn't pressure me.
But he tells you where you go wrong.
Yeah, he helps me when I'm making mistakes, what to do. Yeah.
Thank you very much. And to your Oshol Academy and your fans in general, what's the message as we wind up?
Just practice until you're perfect.
We will pray we get an opportunity to be in Kakamega to see how all of you are doing. So Eto, wishing you all the best and hoping that you can break the second position barrier and close to the top. Calvin, Ida, wishing you all the best, and we'll be keeping an eye. And remember, as KBC Channel 1 will be appraising Kenyans of what's going on down in Kakamega. As you continue with your practice, wishing you all the best. Coach Wycliffe, wishing you all the best with the Soweto team. Na kila laheri. Kushi, wishing you all the best as well as you go to defend your title, hoping that you can go all the way and defend it. And of course, remember, Kenya is watching, and all of you in the set are the future of Kenyan sport. All the best, and thank you for making time. That has been a first segment discussion with the youngsters who are heading to Kakamega to represent Nairobi in the Kenya Secondary School Ball Games that will be coming down in Kakamega. We've had Ida and Calvin from Soweto Academy, the assistant and the captains of the Soweto Academy volleyball team, Coach Wycliffe, coach of Soweto Academy, and of course we've had with us Kushi Bavesh Malde, also defending champion from a table tennis point of view, also a member of the national under-19s girls team, the youngest in that team. Wishing them all the best, and of course all the participants that will be in Kakamega, and may the best player carry the day. We are going into a short commercial break. When we come back, we'll be featuring Chan Group B, and remember, when it happens, it's Group B. It will be in Tanzania. Ndugu zetu wa Bongo watakuwa wanaokaribisha Madagascar, Mauritania, Burkina Faso na Central African Republic. How is that group? After this short commercial break.